those lyrics. Please join me in singing Morning is Broken. And bring yourselves fully here. Set all those anxieties, all those worries, all those fears aside. It's a gorgeous day today. Here we go. Morning has broken like the first morning, blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise, Mark, I need those lyrics. And then God's recreation, where his feet pass. Yeah, Joe, you just can't read. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. Morning has broken like the first morning, blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world.
Wow. Thank you, Joe and Tammy. Welcome, everybody. Here we are, the middle of November, exactly where we need to be and want to be and are happy to be. So I want to welcome everyone, especially anybody who's here for the first time. Do we have anybody? She scans the crowd. All right. There we go, right there. Welcome. All right. And after the service, we all go down the hall to Friendship Hall and have lunch. And please join us there. These beautiful flowers were brought in by Donna Grant for a very, very special reason. And that is to welcome our Penny Olson, who's visiting from Massachusetts. Mm. And we, of course, want to welcome the Zoomies. When you're a Zoomie, it's like you're in the balcony. So there you are, and welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so great. Look at everybody. We have a great deal of people on Zoom today. And our guest musician, Joe U. Vegas.
Thank you.
And of course, Tammy. Tammy McCoy. Tammy McCoy. The real McCoy. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, so just settle back and enjoy the service, and I'll be up later to read some announcements.
Thanks, River.
Isn't that song, Morning Has Broken, so full of wonderful images? There's just the raven and the sunrise and the love and the step and the idea that all of life is reborn every 24 hours. So no matter what I did, no matter what happened to me, no matter who I was yesterday, morning has broken on today. And here we are in today. So I'm going to ask us just to settle in and relax and hold that thought of todayness, Sundayness, sunniness, life itself, celebrating. Our psyche is like bubbles in a glass of apple cider. It's like a perfect autumn day, and we have pumpkin spice latte, leaves falling. The sky is open and blue, welcoming us to the upper reaches of spirit. Our feet are anchored to Mother Earth. Earth, our mother. Our head is projecting love and sparkles and confetti right up into the sky, the spirit, the oneness, the blueness of all there is, all the joy there is, all the happiness there is to celebrate on a beautiful Sunday. We are born anew and reborn today. And if we choose to, we can reborn again this afternoon or this evening. We are generators of new birth. We can reborn ourselves at the drop of a hat. How wonderful it is to be in charge of our lives and to choose to be here celebrating on an incredibly blue sky Colorado morning. Amen.
If you look to the daily news so that you can stay attuned to what matters, you might find the headlines don't describe the beauty in the world. And if you hang your head straight out of bed 'cause you read the doom and gloom and got discouraged, ignore your computer screen, look to see the beauty in the world. Beauty like the sun coming down, beauty like the seed in the ground, rising up and reaching out, reaching for the sky. Beauty like the life in the land, moving in your own two hands. Beauty like the wondrous chance to be alive. And if you're down to your final dime, can't decide what else to buy to be happy, you don't need a credit card to give your heart the beauty of the world. And if you walk the street with tired feet, bending underneath the grief that you carry, lay the weight you brought along down upon the beauty of the world. Beauty like the wind in the trees, beauty like the children's dreams, beauty like the sound of the steeple bells when they ring. Beauty like the life and the land, living in your own two hands. Beauty like the wondrous chance to be alive. Beauty like the wind in the trees, beauty like the children's dreams, beauty like the sound of the steeple bells when they ring. Beauty like the ties that bind us, beauty like acts of kindness, beauty like the light inside of everything. And if your whole shtick is tragic hip, but you were sick of being such a big cynic, you might try a joyful shout, sing about the beauty of the world. And if you don't like to have to wait, think your chances aren't great to get to heaven. Maybe one day to save your soul is to get to know the beauty of the world. Get to know the beauty of the world. Get to know the beauty of the world.
Good morning. How are you all? It's so great to be here today. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, of course. Does God ever talk to you? Isn't it delightful? It's like, hey, old friend, how have you been? God sent me 3 very clear messages this morning. I was driving south on Interstate 25, and it gave me 3 fierce directions of exactly what I need to be doing in my life. Do you know what it said? It said, watch for wildlife. And then 20 miles later, watch for wildlife. That was amazing. 3 times. Spirit wanted to tell me to watch for wildlife. Spirit, here they are. You're the wildlife. This is as good as it gets. What does that mean? Hoo, hoo, hoo. You guys are wild. Wow. Calm, and now it says, calm down, calm down. That's delightful. I love when God talks to me, and I love when you howl. That's really great. Did anybody see the Northern Lights this week? Amazing, right? That was amazing. Apparently, they revealed themselves all over the country. and all over Colorado. Do you want to know the one place they did not reveal themselves? Lakewood, Colorado. I got in my car, Mark and I, my husband, got in our car, and we went to 3 separate places with clear, open views of the north, east, and west skies. Nothing. Nothing. But the next morning, everybody who did see them took a picture. And so they're all over the internet. And so many people captioned them from all over the world. They said, these are awe-inspiring. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. Just flash it around so everybody can see. So feel that sensation that nature causes. Nature allows us to have feelings. Nature causes us to feel awe. So many people were awe-inspired by that. Nature is communicating with us. It speaks to us and it evokes emotion with us. How many have looked down into the Grand Canyon? What did you feel? I'm done here. It's like, awe. We felt awe. And when I go and sit on a summer afternoon on a bench underneath a cottonwood tree in a little Colorado creek somewhere, and the wind is rattling the waves, the leaves, that feeling I have of joy, listening to that, listening to the joy that Spirit is sending us through landscape, through nature, through love, and sitting next to a river, a bubbling stream going by. It kind of sounds like a giggle. It sounds like something really wonderful happening, doesn't it? And sometimes I can go into a forest and sense the immense complexity, the difficulty almost of what life can be. If you get off trail very far, you're going to find out that life can be confusing, right? You don't have to get far off the trail. Life can be difficult and it can be dark and it's going to have moments of light and shade. So my argument is that we have an actual relationship with nature, just like we have a relationship with our brothers, our tribal brothers and sisters, our parents, all the people in this room. We have an actual living relationship with nature. And when we go into it, it feeds us. Has it ever occurred to you that when you go into it, you feed it? I'm so glad to hear you say that. Because it's a two-way street, isn't it? We get to not only receive whatever signal it's sending us, but we get to send the signal we please back into it with our consciousness, with our tender care by taking care of it. I'm an old Boy Scout, and we were taught to leave a place cleaner than we found it. I still believe that. It's just the simple things I learned when I was 8 years old have been so useful in life. And that's what many of us are endeavoring to do with the whole planet, trying to leave it in a little better shape than when we found it, when we got here. So we have this wonderful relationship with Spirit, this giving and taking. And it has its moments. It has hurricanes, and avalanches and all these kind of difficult things that can invoke anger and fear in us. So it runs the range between being quite serene to quite angry. And it definitely affects us. If you're in Jamaica over the last couple of weeks, you know how difficult nature can be. And it does this over and over again. Well, yeah, when I get in an argument, it's almost always never the first argument. It's always a continuation of the last argument. So life has so much nature in it. And so I got to wondering, these emotions we get from nature, the awe at the Grand Canyon, serenity as the fogs fill a valley, the happiness of a stream. Our conversation with nature causes real emotion, and that is a proof to me of something we look for in this teaching, which is unity. If I have a relationship with nature, that's an open door for me to say, we are unified. If we're communicating, we're unified. So when somebody says, when you unitics talk about oneness, you all know you're unitics, right? Yeah, good. Point out some of the things that nature says to us, that there's this give and take, which is evidence of being connected, of our oneness, of it all being one thing. It's alive with divine guidance, speaking to us through the flights of birds, the silence of mountains, the wisdom of trees, all of those things. And remember, nature is at the core of all the world's great religions. When you think of Buddha, where was Buddha when he became enlightened? He was sitting under a tree, wasn't he? And he'd been there for a while because he was angry. He'd been searching for enlightenment and couldn't find him. He was like a petulant prince. And he sat down under the tree and he said, I am not moving until I'm enlightened. And he sat there. And at some point, you know, the tree is this beautiful connection into Mother Earth, spreading into the sky, which we reveal to ourselves as, think of as being spirit. And here he is right in the middle of that. What do Buddhists teach? The middle way. So nature is at the very heart of the beginning of Buddhism. And in Christianity, when after the dinner, Jesus went into Gethsemane, a garden. And it's a long, sad tale. Sometimes nature doesn't treat us very nicely. It was a very difficult moment for Jesus. He was actually sweating blood. And what did he do? He threw himself on the ground. The Bible uses the word dirt. He threw himself into the word dirt, and he found the relief there. He started his evening with, God, let me turn this cup over, to let me accept what I need to be. There's a transition that he went through in the garden. And we can have that too. And then Muhammad, blessed be his name, was in a cave when he heard the angels, when the angels were talking to him and giving him the Quran. Where was he sitting? In a cave. How many of us have been in a nice, cozy, enclosed, dark space when Spirit revealed something to us? Just because their name's Muhammad doesn't mean they had a special experience. We can have exactly the same experience. We just have to walk into the cave or go sit under a tree. When was the last time anybody sat under a tree? When? Before you left to come here, you sat under a tree. What kind of a tree? Aren't pines the best? It loves you. It loves you. Do you love it back? Oh, of course. Isn't that amazing? that we can sense the love it's giving us and we can give it back. What tree did you sit under? A baby aspen. Oh my gosh. Well, of course they're twins. Of course they're twins. And you know, everybody in Colorado knows this. All those aspen that we see are one plant, right? Because they all have the same root system. So somewhere in Utah is the largest single organism in the world. It's a huge, it's like acres and acres of aspen, all connected by their roots. Well, we're all connected by our roots. We're all connected through our ancestors and our meeting here today. And if we go like this, it'll be like shaking aspen leaves. I can see that some of you are really evergreens. Now, you had an experience under a tree. What was your experience? Share it with us, loud as you can. You sat under a pine tree. What did you experience there? Wow, that's amazing. Our connection with godly. What did you say? Say what she said. What he said. There's a lot of bark. It's a lot of bark. I have to tell you, they do have a lot of bark, but not much bite. I believe that because we're in a relationship, that nature is actually communicating. Because if you're in a relationship, what do they say you need to do in a relationship? Communicate. It's a kind of intuition, the still small voice. But being nature, it speaks loudly if we know how to listen. Myrtle Fillmore, in Letters of Myrtle Fillmore, reminds us, the Spirit of God in nature within us is always speaking, always teaching, always guiding, if we will but listen. Because guess who's part of nature? We are. We always think we're separate from nature, but we're really not. And we're learning how integrated we are with nature more and more. So we're all part of this one thing. When I stand before a mighty oak or any tree, pay attention. With its roots deep in the earth and branches reaching for the sky, we see a reflection of our own spiritual journey. Grounded in divine substance, yet aspiring toward infinite possibility. Wow. Notice that the oak does not strain to grow. How many of all of you have been straining to grow? Oh, I need to get this. I've got to lose that 20 pounds. I need to join the gym. I've got to pray more. I need to meditate every day. We've all got a list. Guess what doesn't have a list? An oak tree, a pine tree, an aspen tree. Nothing in nature has a to-do list. We're the only mammal, who invented something to pester ourselves with. And we get to let that go anytime we want to. We can just, let's just all take that to-do list. It's stuck on us like a Post-it note. Let's take that and just drop it on the floor. Awesome. Now I'm going to shoosh it all away. Get out of here. Go. Oh, guilt and shame. Yeah, you're on there. Go. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. We don't need that. We don't have to carry it because we're embedded in nature as it is embedded in us, and we can just let it go. We can just let it go. Have you ever hugged a tree? I think we talked about that. Or consider the rhythm of water flowing effortlessly around obstacles, carving new paths through stone over time. The Grand Canyon. Many canyons here in Colorado. This mirrors the gentle persistence of spirit within us. Does our spirit have the persistence of water? When we say go with the flow, if you're in a river, you mean that literally. You're going with the flow. And it's not just bobbing and weaving over the boulders. It's actually doing it over and over and over and over again. You know, there's a saying, you never step into the same water twice, because it's always new, it's always fresh. So Spirit is sending us these lessons through nature. They're so rich and full of juice for us to live by. The river teaches us to trust the divine current, to listen for guidance in the quiet ripples of our soul. And nature speaks to us as divine metaphor, the water going with the flow, full of life around every obstacle. The forest, a place of continuous growth and unimaginable complexity. The desert, a place of openness, open-hearted to the sky. Open-hearted to the sky. So as you go out onto the prairies here in Colorado or over Interstate 70 and go through the canyon lands of Utah, that openness that brings to us. And that's a reminder of us to be open. It's talking to us. Open up. Open your heart. I love over in Utah and everywhere those mountain foundations, those formations. I just love that there's something that's sitting there for hundreds of millions of years. And just like I change, it changes too, but very slowly. Everything changes. So those formations teach us two things. Stand fast, be where you are, and know who you are, and be strong in who you are, and be willing to change. But we get to take change as quickly or slowly as we want. Just because somebody says, oh, you got to do this, maybe. The answer should always be maybe, or because another answer is, you're not the boss of me. We're so used to being told by authorities what to do, what we need to do. No, I don't. I can do whatever I want to do. Thank you very much. And that's, Spirit is nothing but potential. Before the Big Bang, what was there? Potential. There's just potential. So we can be anything we want to be. We get to choose that. Ooh, and that's delightful. By observing the patience of a budding flower or surrendering to the falling leaves, we learn to trust the timing of our own growth. Our intuition sharpens as we see ourselves. Myrtle Fillmore says, there's a rhythm in all of God's creation, and when we move with that rhythm, we find harmony. Well, who doesn't want harmony? And how do we find harmony in the rhythms of our daily life? We attach significance to them. We acknowledge that everything we do every day is a spiritual act. I'm brushing my teeth. God is saying, thank you. Whatever I'm doing, I'm cooking an egg. God is saying, thank you. I'm buttering my toast. I'm typing in the computer. I'm reading the newspaper. We get to choose to sanctify those moments because we are sanctified creators. We are creators of sanctity. And so we can decide that something has sanctity at any moment. Let's stop and feel the sanctity in this room right now. Everybody turn on your sanctity. Oh gosh, that was easy. Doesn't it feel good to be in a room with people who are walking the same walk as you? You've found your tribe. You've found your people. Isn't that a fabulous feeling? It does feel good. When I'm worried about things, I can remember that in the fall, the leaves fall off and that it gets cold and it's dark and I'm worried and I'm cold and I'm in a bad place. But guess what we know? It's not going to last. Spring is going to come, and it's going to green up. And then summer is going to come. So think about that tree. It loses its leaves, and then it regreens, and then in the summer it grows. So what happens to us when we're going through a low spot, a dark spot, a cold spot in our life, a difficult moment in our life? Things are going to get better, and we are going to grow. We're going to be better because our life just echoes what the trees are doing. Our lives just echo what the trees are doing. Let's pay attention to the trees. God is in the trees, in the flowers, in the air we breathe. When we love and appreciate nature, we are loving and appreciating God. But you know what? God isn't, it's not just a relationship, it's not just communication. Nature can actually heal us. It's an active healer. And I want to tell you the story of Cheryl Strayed. Do you know who Cheryl Strayed is? Cheryl is the woman who wrote the book Wild. And the movie with Renee Witherspoon was Reese, thank you. I wonder who I was thinking of. Was written by her as well, Wild. So Cheryl's transformation in nature is the heart of her memoir. At age 26, she's shattered. Her beloved mother is dead at 45. Her marriage is dissolved, and she's been using heroin regularly. She's luckily at that place where she can still stop. She's not having to do it, but she's doing it every day. On impulse, she's wandering around in a heroin haze, and she finds a guidebook to the Pacific Crest Trail. And she decides, only on heroin would you decide to do this. I'm going to walk the 1,100 miles of the Pacific Crest Highway. And so she packs a bag, a big bag. They end up calling it the Monster. It's as heavy as she is, and she steps out onto the trail. And she knows her intention, what she knows she wants is for something to be different in her life. Now, you could walk 1,100 miles. You could go for a kayak. You could order pancakes at Denny. If your intention is my life is going to be different, things are going to start happening. So she's walking out, and I want to just talk about some of the things that happened to her and when they happened to her. She's walking through the Mojave Desert. It's hot. She doesn't have enough water, but it's a blazing emptiness, just like she is empty inside. And she recognizes, she says, I was a blank slate. That's a powerful place to begin anything. Today, I decide I'm going to be a blank slate. Guess who needs to be the smartest person in the room? Me. I always want to be the smartest. But today I might just let myself be blank and see what Spirit does with me. Then she's on a pass, and she sees and finds a dying fox. And she recognizes that she can't save that fox. It's not in her power to save the fox. Just like it wasn't in her power to save her mother. Just like it's not in our power to save anyone in our lives except ourselves. And so she learned compassion in that powerlessness. It's a very difficult feeling, powerlessness. I don't have control over anything. When I think I'm in control, I'm in an illusion. I'm lying to myself. We just have to turn that over and just live in compassion. She's at the place called Kennedy Meadows where she meets a mentor of hers. And there she realizes that she's carried her mother long enough. And she's been carrying her mother's letters. And she and a group of people are sitting around, and she puts the letters in the fire. to release the old, and to forgive her mother for dying. Have we forgiven those who've left us consciously? Gone inside and said, you know, Dad, it's okay that you left. Mom, I know you had to leave. You're in a better place. But recognizing that and owning it. She goes to Crater Lake and she sees her reflection in the water. Well, imagine carrying a backpack as big as you are along 1,100 miles. She might have lost some weight. So when she looks in, she sees this, what she called a feral face. And it's not just her, it's her at her best. And it's actually glowing for her. Because she's made that transformation out of fear and out of addiction and out of victimhood into recognizing that she is the instigator of her life, that she gets to carry her load. She doesn't have to carry her load, that things are looking up for her. She gets lost on a snowfield and she learns to read the land like we read scripture. Finally, she makes her final step across the Columbia River, which is her transformation from Cheryl the wreck to Cheryl the whole. It's just wonderful to watch a movie and decide, I'm going to find spiritual lessons in this movie and let them reveal themselves. Because it's, you know what, it's a pretty girl on a hike at one level and the trouble that she has. On another level, it's a deep transformative journey. And that lesson is all around us to learn outside. But each of our lives, each of our inner lives is a deep transformative journey. Where are you on your journey today? Is it easy? Are you floating along, sailing through the breeze? Or is it difficult? Is it tough today? It's going to be both. Life has both full for us. A full expression of being human. We get to experience it all, and that's the miracle. She says, I wanted to put myself in front of all that nature. I wanted to put myself in front of all that nature. Now that tells me two things. She understood that what she was doing was using nature, the wild, to heal her battered heart. She went out with the intention of healing her battered heart. And that's what happened. And there's another thing that happens when she says, I wanted to put myself in front of. What if we said spirit instead of beauty, nature? I want to put myself in front of spirit. I want to offer myself to God. I want to be available for the use of my higher power. And offer myself to it. And I will know what it needs because it will tell me. Watch out for wildlife. It'll give me the signals. Take a hike. Turn back from this hike. Well, that's my sermon today, but I have something I want to say. I have more that I want to say. You guys have a new minister, right? What's her name? Scream it out. Tracy. So let's have a big kind of a spirit on for Tracy. Tracy, Reverend Tracy, welcome. Woo, Reverend Tracy. What a transformation you have been through. She'll be going through, and you'll all get to go through it together. I have 3 bits of advice, and I never give advice unless you ask me to. Okay, here I go. Give her time to get her legs under herself. Don't walk up to her and, I'm just going to use this example. Don't walk up to her and say, hi, I'm pleased to meet you. We need a new sound system. Oh, Lord. I'm so pleased. I'm so glad you're here. We need a new roof. Believe me, she knows everything that you need. The other thing, you all are so wonderful with this, wear your badges for her, because she's going to fall in love with each and every one of you, just as I have done. But it's going to help her to know your names. Third, don't put her in the shadow of Ariana Platten. Ariana is a brilliant, giant spirit, a major force in unity and new thought in the region and more through the country. And it would be a mistake not to let Tracy blossom. She may misstep. Oh, okay. She's going to misstep. And she's going to do things not the way they're used to be done. And you're going to go up to her and say, well, Ariana's always done it this way. And I say, Fi, just let it go. And don't do that thing where you go, oh, okay, we're going to support you. Jump in. Follow her lead. When I was interviewing for the pulpit at Denver, the Center for Spiritual Living Denver, they kept asking me, what kind of a leader are you? What kind of a leader are you? I'll bet anything the committee asked her, what kind of a leader? And finally I got so tired of hearing it, I said, well, what kind of followers are you? So your job for the next 6 months is to attach your wagon to a new star. There's a new star coming to brighten your life and lead you forward. And it's all good. Even when it doesn't look good, trust. It's all good. She wants to be here. She wants to grow the church. She wants to connect with you and grow you as people. It's going to be spectacular. Oofa! Well done. Thank you. Woohoo!
Patrick, that was incredibly brilliant. Just a beautiful, beautiful service. I don't think we need to clap anymore, but here we go. There we go. Sorry. In the E world, which is, where a lot of us live all the time, we see lots of lousy stuff. But this week I saw something that pertains so strongly to the story some of the stories you just told today. And there was a study done. A group of scientists placed they had a darkened room, and they programmed the computer to shine a light into one of the four corners in the room, just randomly. Okay, so the computer was programmed to randomly shine a light onto each of the four corners, which it did. And then they placed a plant in one of the four corners. And when they did that, the randomization aired towards the corner that the plant was in, which is exactly what you were saying. We're changing nature too, but simply by virtue of observing. This has been proven in the world of physics many, many times in many ways. But I was so stunned by that study, because you think that a computer is completely, has no soul or no, sense of awareness. But but awareness is everywhere, and we're living in the middle of it. Ten more minutes, and I'll be ready. use the word change a lot, which again is a miracle. The other miracle that happened on the way here or today was last night. This thought kit dropped in to play Morning is Broken, and this morning Patrick walks in and he said, well, last night I had this thought to ask you to play Morning is Broken because it's my favorite song. Crazy. Another miracle. This song is called Change. Change is God. We are walking, it is spring. A resting robin starts to sing. A week ago, when all was snow, we couldn't dream of any green. Now with sunlight pouring down, warming up this hopeful ground. A budding leaf, a gentle breeze, a pregnant squirrel perched in the tree. Yeah, change is good, change is true. From skies of gray to endless blue, the turning earth, the breaking dawn, a nesting bird, a baby fawn, a pile of leaves turns into sun. Change is good, 'cause change is God. Summer, fall, winter, spring, a tilting earth changes everything. Change your view, change your heart, and gratitude, it's a good place to start. Yeah, change is hard, change is slow. You've come so far, with so far to go, and you're feeling old, you're feeling weak, you're getting stronger, you're at your peak. This blessed journey we all are on. Yeah, change is hard, 'cause we're changing God. A tender touch, a burning love can change the world because it changes us. A holy night, an Easter morn, here comes the light and we are born. Yeah, change is good, change is proof that we are growing, that we can move. And something's wrong, you're not alone. We sing our song, we stumble home. Nice. A warming fire, a clearing fog. Change is good, 'cause change is God. Yeah, change is good, 'cause we're changing God.
Now comes the time for our offertory. And in one moment, a slide is going to come up with all of the... Oh, there it is. There are several ways you can make your offering which keeps this center going: in person, by check, by website, and by text, 719-888-3423. So now is the time. So shall we read our offertory. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Wandering wide in the forest of life, I am humbled by the wonder of it all, of it all. And I can see that there is much more than me. I am humbled by the wonder of it all, of it all. Floating there, cotton clouds in the air, I am humbled by the wonder of it all, of it all. Mystery, deep as the sea, and I'm so small, but I'm humbled by the wonder of it all. Bird on the wing, and I can't help but sing. I am humbled by the wonder of it all. Don't be shy. Of it all. And spiders weave and hear my heart's on my sleeve. I am humbled by the wonder of it all, of it all. Mystery, deep as the sea, and we're so small, I am humbled by the wonder of it all, oh, oh, one at a time, every heart will align. I am humbled by the wonder of it, humbled by the wonder of it all, humbled by the wonder of it all.
Turn around. Come here. Lift them up. Lift those hearts to the sky. Humbled by the wonder. Humbled by what happens in this room, what extends from this room into the community, into the wonderment of Colorado Springs. What a blessing this congregation is to everyone in this town. And so it is.
So it is.
I've been having the best day ever. So, this is Reagan. Hi. What did you learn about God?
There is us.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
There it is.
What did you learn today?
I learned that God is all of us.
This is Bo.
My name is Cora, and I learned that God is everything and everyone. We're back with the Heifer Project again. I've been going through the book, and one second. Right here on this page, it says passing the gift. That I just got interested in that real quick. And right here it says, if you give goat, bees, chicks, if you give them to one family, then that family will give maybe the babies, or if a goat had if a goat had a little baby goat, then that family would pass that baby goat to another family, and it would go on and on and on 9 more times. Yeah. And so you wouldn't be just giving it to one, you'd be giving it to 9 families. So get 1, get 9 more.
You want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to say?
I don't really know.
That's okay. Just say thank you for helping.
Thank you for helping, everyone.
Thank you, children. What a delight. So I want to thank everyone who helped with the service today. Meditation, the youth and family ministry, Jackie and Sylvia and Donna and fellowship. I want to thank Patrick. Today when I was next door having my coffee this morning, I could see him driving down the Valley Highway in his white convertible. And I could feel him thinking of us, and I could feel us thinking of him. And I thought, this is an orchestra of love. So thank you for bringing that here. Okay, I want to thank all of you here for joining us today. And I want to thank all the Zoomies for coming forward today in the balcony. And we look forward to having you with us next Sunday. And I have some announcements somewhere in here. The Unity Board of Trustees. Who's on the board? Anybody here present? Yes, our great board members. Meets this Thursday, November 20th from 10:30 till 12:30 in Fellowship Hall. Review the weekly newsletter for the meeting agenda. If you'd like to address the board, then please email the board president, Patricia Yeager, and let her know. Metaphysical group meets that night, Thursday, November 20th at 6 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. The group is studying rituals and ceremonies. See Steve Smith for more information. The Unity Men's Group. Are there any Unity Men's Group here? Yes, yes. They're meeting November 22nd from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. Join the group for coffee and fellowship. The Unity Annual Thanksgiving Day Potluck. You can join your Unity family next Thursday, November 27th at 2 p.m. for a day of togetherness as we share in the spirit of the Thanksgiving holiday. Ham and turkey will be provided, and then everyone else gets to bring their favorite dish or dessert, or both. And there's a place to sign up in Fellowship Hall. Unity Advent Books and Calendars. The Unity Spiritual Center will not have copies of the Unity Worldwide Headquarters Advent Book and Calendar available. If you are a member of Unity, then an order request form was sent to you through separate mailings from Unity Worldwide for those books and calendars. If you'd like to order a free booklet or free calendar, then please contact Unity Worldwide. See the weekly newsletter for the website order details. Westside Cares team meeting. We'll be meeting in the meditation room today from noon till 12:30. The team will go over Westside Cares' upcoming holiday Adopt a Family program. How many are in that group, Westside Cares? Really great, really great. Sacred Women's Circle New Moon Oracle Gathering. Ladies, join the group on Tuesday, November 18th from 1:30 to 3:30 in Fellowship Hall. You'll get a chance to set your 28-day moon cycle intention. The oracle cards are provided, or you can bring your own, and you're welcome to bring a snack to share. And you can see me, River, if you're interested in more information. How many people are in the Sacred Women's Group? See, this is such a thriving community. All right, and the Sacred Women's Circle Annual Women's Charity Project. Ladies, it's time for our annual group project to make gift baskets for a women's charity for the holidays. Join the Sacred Women's Circle on Saturday, November 29th, following Thanksgiving, from 1 to 3 in Fellowship Hall. This is a great time for connection and great fun while we gather and organize the donations. We put them in big gift bags with ribbons, and the women in the shelters just absolutely love to receive those gifts. And as always, check your Unity newsletter, our bulletin boards, online calendar, and our Facebook page for all updates. And if you would like to sign up for the Unity newsletter or need a Unity name tag, especially for when Tracy arrives, right? So that she can know who you are, then please stop by the Unity office or email unity@unityrockies.org. Okay, so now we get to have another song. Thank you.
Do we have anybody, a prayer chaplain? You have a prayer chaplain?
Chaplain, Teresa Garcia, we need a prayer.
Hello, everyone. Perfect. Well, I'll be available today for prayers, and you can submit a prayer in our prayer box. So, please join me in our closing prayer. There we go. The light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The presence or power of God protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you.
Please rise. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God our Creator, we are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joy.